Hi, my name is Tadiro Chaniwa and I'm your host for the Creative Economy Conversations. This is a space where we're taking everything that we're learning through British Council's SoCreative e-learning course and bringing it to life through the various conversations that we'll be having with practitioners, people who are moving and shaping things in the creative space in Africa. So please do take a seat, sit back, relax, and make sure you glean into some of the nuggets that we are learning from these amazing creatives who've taken their time to share with us. Let's create and let's build. We are in Gwanda. We have just concluded an amazing session on the SoCreative e-learning program, talking to different creatives who are moving and shaping things right here in Gwanda, Matabeleland South in Zimbabwe. Today, I'm graced by an amazing woman who I came across through social media, doing some amazing things as well with her craft. Maggie's Unique Designs. Welcome to the Creative Economy Conversation.
Thank you so much.
It is such a pleasure to have you and to celebrate the work that you're doing. You definitely look like your brand. These are unique designs that you're dressing. Talk to us about how the journey started for you.
Thank you so much. My name is Maginess Ndlovu. Born and bred in Gwanda. My art began when I was at the age of 10, when I was just painting the houses, creating some pictures in those small art patterns. That was my art. Smearing on the floor using cow dung, that was art.
Wow.
So the passion came when I met a South African woman who was just carrying a beaded handbag. I loved that bag. Then I talked to the lady how she makes it. She said, no, I can teach you. So she was doing paper beading. I started the paper beading. She taught me how to do the bags. It was fun to me. Then I had to train young children who were vulnerable at a church group. We made a group and we started beading those handbags. They were so unique. Some children were taken to trade fair. They went to outreach programs teaching other students at Ntepe, Colin, and they went even to career week. So the journey began. I came and introduced beadwork again to women in Gwanda, where we registered as cultural women in Gwanda as an association. But the ladies wanted to have quick cash, so they disappeared.
Oh.
Now, I went with the passion. I thank Women Affairs, Arts and Culture, Youth, Ministry of Youth. I thank even the National Galleries because they took me to say, don't have comfort. You will be brooding there with your own unique designs. Why can't you go outside? So I went international to Malawi Internet Trade Fair. I registered with the National Council. I registered my brand. It was not easy. But Zimtrade also identified me and trained me for the first cohort in 22-23, where we can now have the registered and how to trade. But when I went into the market on the exhibitions like Malawi International Trade Fair, I found that there was a lot of similar products for beadwork. When it is key holders, handbags, but then I came with a mindset. How can I invite people to come to my stand when we are having unique things so pregnant in the market? Then I come up with a decision of creating and innovating some beaded portraits. Yes, I started the beaded portrait using our president. It took me some time with my young sister. We did, destroyed until we came up with a unique portrait. That's where the journey for innovative came. Well, registering now, this is just unique. You can just give me your picture. I pick the colors as they are.
Wow.
That's a talent which I'm proud of. Now, exhibitions made me to be well known. I exhibit. Ministers call me here and there to exhibit, and I don't hesitate.
Wow.
Now, shortly, I can stay there.
Yeah, brilliant. That's amazing. You really unpacked the journey for us, and it's clearer exactly where you're going and where you've come from.
Yes.
Talk to us about the Gwanda creative economy space and how has that influenced your design and your creativity?
Thank you so much. Now, in Gwanda, we're having a lot of people doing business, but they are not known. They just do behind corners or back doors. Coming up needs a push. You know, our town is a mining town. So for art, to see me creating a portrait for a man taking a pick and digging, they are saying you are wasting our time. We cannot waste $100 buying this thing whilst I can go and find the machines and do the mining. Now, so for art, I don't know really how best our town can be assisted, especially in coming up, for them to be visible, partnering. You know, we have the mindset that when we partner, it seems as if someone is going to take something from me, but collaborating gives different minds. We need to collaborate.
So good.
We need to register so that we are under the correct statutes.
Absolutely. You talk a lot about institutions that have assisted you to get to where you are. You mentioned the Ministry of Women's Affairs, National Arts Council, the National Art Gallery. Talk to us about how you even got to know these people and how someone like me can start to get those relationships going.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I trained a lot of children. The Minister of Primary and Secondary Education saw those children exhibiting. So they made, you know, that we need you to be a support system to these children. So when we went for the outreach programs, I was a support sister there, supporting them. And they saw these children and said, this woman is doing wonderful work. So from there, the Minister of Women Affairs identified me and said, so you can do something. Can you go and exhibit at our stand at the trade fair? Well, I went there. These children I'm talking about right now, some have opened some shops. Wow. Some, they don't even trouble us as parents because they can now bid, make $1 a key ring, and they sell. Now, the Minister of Arts Council also identified me during the visiting because wherever there is some exhibitions, all ministries come there. One time we had a function at Guyu. So the Minister of State came there and said, so you're doing these portraits. Please, we are going for the industrialization week for the SADC that is going to be hosted in Harare. Kindly do us the portraits for the head of state. I did those, 8 of them.
Wow.
And I carried those products to Harare Industrialization Week. Everyone was thrilled. We wanted the president to come and see because he was the first on a line. But due to congestion in the stand for women affairs, he was just blocked that he cannot get into the market there. I failed to exhibit my portraits, but I never lose hope.
Yeah.
Then the Minister of Women Affairs, like they are flighting like this, like the National Arts Gallery, they flight and I apply. So I saw a flight, then I applied for Culture Fund. God blessed me. I trained 21 disabled people, 7 from Mzingwane, 7 from Gwanda, and 7 from Bedbridge. They were so, you know, it was difficult to work with this, but I partnered with the Nkoma Foundation Trust, the one who deals with disabled people. We trained them that even the deaf and the mute, I also learned sign language. We can teach them through sign language. The blind, they are very intelligent. They can map, this color is this one is this, so they can mingle and produce nice things. We have some people who have got forgetting, but they managed. At the end, we made a solo exhibition and everything went well. I also applied for ARIPO to protect my products. We learned a lot. It was through social media. We were converting through virtual meetings. But at last, we went to graduate and we got our certificates in attending the ARIPO session. But I was forced now to register for IP. So my IP is gone. It is just about to end. It's now it is now under the final stage of opposition stage. But registration and everything has been final. I'm just expecting.
Are you ready to turn your creative ideas into a financially rewarding business? To take your creativity further and make that creative side hustle your main hustle? You can own your future with our SoCreative e-learning platform, an initiative by the British Council. With SoCreative, you set your own schedule and learn how to build your business for free. Our courses are tailored to creatives looking to build a business to bring their ideas to the world. We have a community of over 500,000 students registered and over 30,000 course graduates. Our courses are available online, and many of our students and graduates come from all over the continent. You could be next. Explore a world of creativity and take your pick from our free, self-paced courses designed to give you the skills to launch and grow your creative business. You can also try our more in-depth courses designed to give you essential skills to grow your creative enterprise, like raising capital to fund your next venture, impact entrepreneurship to make your creative enterprise an engine for positive change, finances for creative business to help you plan and manage your resources effectively, and creative economy policy making to help you better navigate regulations and stay informed on opportunities you can use to grow your creative enterprise. Register today and write your own story with the SoCreative e-learning platform.
So I'm saying, when I was invited from Mapisa celebrations to go and exhibit at the trade fair, I was invited by the Women's League headquarters. But when we got there, they said, wow, so you're doing these things. What we have called you today is to show people how you produce your work. I said, oh, I'm sorry, this cannot be done in a one day. And I am under ARIPO. I've got my trademark and my trade secrets. So I'm not going to expose.
So good.
This is my brand. This is my Coca-Cola.
Yes.
I'm very sorry. I cannot do this in front of people. Thank you for this call. Then I returned back. So that's how I am doing my art, protecting my identity, protecting my brand.
The IP question has just gone out the way because she's answered it so beautifully. Thank you so much for that. Yes. One thing that has really impressed me is your social media. Yes. When I came across Maggie's unique designs, I was thoroughly impressed, and the level of international quality that you put your products, it's clear, we know exactly what you're selling. Talk to us about that journey and how intentional you've been to put your products for the international market.
Thank you so much, Tarero. You know, isiNdebele sithi okasayo sometimes uyakhasela eziko. But ukhona omunye wethu uyakhasa no uzakutsha.
Yes.
I used my phone to take some pictures, and I was just putting on the group platforms. We have the National Arts Council platform group here. So someone saw my picture and said, my dear sister, come so that I assist you, because they were just blurred. They were not even clear. So I tried to engage that person. Unfortunately, he moved to Beadbridge, so I didn't have anyone to. But now, that mind of saying my product should be unique, I engaged the digital marketing team, Fidelity E-Solutions, based in Victoria Falls. They saw me at the NAMA presentations in Harare. So they said, Mama, you have a unique craft. So if we help, we can help you. So we signed a contract. They are now posting my social medias on. I created even a website with them. It's now live.
Wow.
They are posting on social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and they are saying they will get my product to Pinterest. They are saying the WhatsApp business. Well, I am on the WhatsApp business. I'm also in the LinkedIn, but it's not very effective. Anyway, I can communicate with the LinkedIn, but my products are not yet in the LinkedIn. But now, my son says, Mama, use money to make money. So presently, I am using money to get into those promotional, it was a promotional effort. But when I can see that in 4 or 5 months' time, I will have seen it. So far, I'm well known. When people see me, say, Mama, ulo mali lo. But I don't have, because I am sacrificing to my last cent so that the digital market can go a long way.
I'm sure it will pay back its dividends soon. I also now want to come to, that's one of the challenges again, just that process of waiting for the return on the investment to come through. Talk to us about some of the challenges that you've had, because I know as artists sometimes you get to a point where you feel like giving up. What did you do when you got to that stage, and what are some of the challenges that you went through as a creative?
Thank you so much. There are a lot of challenges, like all artists can have. The one for infrastructure. I wanted to, in fact, the mayor, when I exhibited, he said, well, give a stand as an instruction, but you have to follow the procedures. Now I did apply, but it takes time. I wanted to groom these disabled people so that we make a hub.
Yes.
I wanted to groom these ladies who are frustrated outside there so that we can come together and discuss social things while doing beadwork. But I know the funds are a challenge. But when you get into something that assists the people, they might be outsiders who can help. So infrastructure, I need it like yesterday. The marketing, well, my friends are in Baybridge, they're in Gwanda, they're in Zimbabwe. Collaborating them, they are disabled. Where can they market? Well, one in Umzingwane was called by the Minister of Education to go and exhibit in Harare for the non-formal competitions. He is now mobile, but the rest, they need that passion to communicate with them so that they can work very hard. Marketing, infrastructure, those are the main challenges I'm having.
Great.
At the moment.
Well, okay. What are the opportunities that you're seeing with all these challenges that are going on? Where, if you were someone who could influence policy in Zimbabwe with regards to the creative economy, what are some of the things that you would suggest to our policymakers?
Thank you so much. Collaboration with the government. That's the first thing that artists have to do. Because when you don't support the government, you are a non-starter. We have to come close so that whatever we do, we should return back to the GDP.
Yeah.
So I would urge collaborations and partnerships for the artists so that we stand, we are known. Now for the policies, really, policy making is very difficult, but the policymakers should see that the artists are well protected. Artists should register for IP. There are a lot of artists whose minds have been stolen. There are a lot of artists who are dying without leaving a legacy.
Yeah.
We don't know that when we die, who is going to inherit our minds? Who is going to inherit our products? We need that. So policies, if we are saying, let us register, let us get also the policies for NASA. Creatives should also have policies so that we contribute, so that at the end of our life, something we should benefit our siblings, our people.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Were you a teacher before?
Professionally, yes.
You can definitely tell. Talk to me about that transition of coming from teaching to a creative job, because that's always a stickler for a lot of people.
Thank you so much. I am under the Ministry of Education anyway,
Okay.
now as a Human Resources Officer.
Uh-huh.
I did my degree when I was a teacher during the, the era 2007, 2008, where life was very tough. I wanted to go to South Africa, but when I was just about to go and I had settled some position there, my young sister had sorted something for me. I only got a letter saying, come to the provincial offices and HR, you've got a place. That was a transition.
Okay.
But now, finances, I'm a mother, I'm a breadwinner, I've got kids, the salaries don't match.
Yeah.
So I think by engaging into beadwork, really, it has taken me far.
So good.
It has taken me far.
Yeah.
I am doing double job, but I'm preparing for retirement that I'm not going to regret.
Yes.
Because when you are in a ministry, yes, there are a lot of benefits, but financially, you have to hustle. So my hustle is now into beadwork.
Yeah.
And I think I am really towards good retirement package.
Such a good thing. So what advice would you give the creatives that are in the room and those that are watching us on the video today?
Yes, let's not tire of what we are doing. And we have to be stationary on our products. When you see your counterpart being elevated or getting something, don't copy. Protect your brand so that we move smoothly. Definitely where we are today, I think we are going to be somewhere. Let's apply. Let us register our brands. Let us work tirelessly. Collaboration is the key. We have to assist each other. Sharing information is very healthy and is very prosperous.
Wow, Mama Maggie, you personally inspired me, and I just want to thank you so much for your time today and for sharing these nuggets that you've shared with us. Thank you for being with us on the Creative Economy Conversations, and keep creating so that we can also benefit from what you are doing.
Oh, thank you so much. I feel very honored and humbled. Thank you, team.
Such a pleasure.
Yeah.
And that's a wrap for today's conversation. It's been an amazing time. And if there's one thing that you're going to take away from today, it's look, the creative economy is here. The creative economy is here to stay, and we're here to build the capacity of all the practitioners in it. So if you like what you heard, if you like what you've listened to, please do share, please do tell someone, and make sure you subscribe so that you can catch the next conversation.